Hi, I'm Cristian da Silva, Head of Developer Experience at AI, and today I want to show you how to code your first intelligent contract in the GenLayer Studio. If you're not yet familiar with the studio, you can watch the previous video where we show you the basic features of the GenLayer Studio and how to work with it. Now, let's get into it. Let's create a new contract called example for now. In this example, we're going to write the basic storage tutorial you can find in other projects where we want to store a value in the blockchain. First things that we need to put is a comment pointing out the version of the GenVM that we're going to use. Now let's import GenLayer features. GenLayer intelligent contracts are just Python code. In this case, they need to be a Python class. Let's write it. For it to be a proper GenLayer contract, we need to wrap it in the following way. If we want to store any value in the blockchain's memory in this contract, it needs to be a class variable. In this case, it's a string. Now let's code our constructor. In this constructor, we want to pass an initial value for our storage. All right. Now we need to code a method to retrieve that value from the blockchain. In GenLayer, we need to point out the type of this method. In this case, it's just a read-only. We wrap it the following way. All right. Now that we have it coded, let's deploy it and test it. For that, we can click on the play button at the top right corner to go to the run and debug section. Now we can see here our constructor initial parameters, so we can fill them and deploy it. Let's put something random. Letter A. We hit deploy and we're going to send a transaction that is going to deploy our intelligent contract in the network. Now that the contract is deployed, we can see the read method that we implemented, and we can call it by clicking the button. All right, we get the value from the blockchain, the value that was stored in our contract at the moment of deployment. Now let's code a method that will allow us to update that storage value. Here we need to also pass the new value. And let's update it on our class memory storage. Now we need to declare the type of the method as we did with the previous one. Okay. To use this method, we need to deploy a new instance of our contract. Let's put another value to initialize our contract and see that it actually deploys a new instance. Let's say number 1 as initial value. We wait for the deploy transaction to go through. And now that it is deployed, we can again retrieve the storage from the blockchain. It's number 1, and we can call the update storage method to update it. Let's put now number 2. We click the send transaction button to send a transaction that is going to execute this method on our contract. You can wait until the transaction goes through. You can see in the logs how the transaction goes through its different consensus status. Now that it's final, we can retrieve its value from the blockchain. Now we can see the value that was updated. That's it for now. This is a very basic example, but it should get you through the initial to get your first intelligent contract. Now, please follow us on our social, join our Discord community, and head up to docs.genlayer.com to see more advanced use cases and to solve any doubt. If you need anything from us, just reach out in our community in Discord, and we will be very happy to help you.